Yo, Brian, what's up? I was trying to process orders. I was trying to update tracking on orders. Kyle, that was 100% for pure entertainment value. The title of this live stream today just made me laugh. Ned t-shirt going out. That's exciting. Glad to be having someone wear that out in the world. Makes me glad. Maybe his compadres will see it and they'll also want one. All right. Those are updated. Oh, what's up, Burns? What is up? Yeah, you can't flip in my hole, Kyle. Uh, I was thinking about this is an interesting title. That was the whole point, Anthony, because it made me laugh. So, uh, what's up, Bob? What is up? Might take the Dremel to this hook hanger Burnsies. Got a little gobbledygook in it. It's not big enough. Might have to drill. But if you have paint requests, I figured I feel like that was a couple steps above clickbait and even Randy. I just felt like it had crude undertones, and that brought me joy. So, does anybody else has? I don't recall uh, seeing any video titles where anybody has taken that kind of comedic turn. That was Milliken level clickbait. Uh, that's pretty funny. Um, is the volume low? It's probably just the way I'm talking. I don't know. Uh, uh, these are very comfy. These had to get extended. My mother, you see this? She put a extra extension strap on these because they were a little tall in the hole region. Burns, those are the that's the pair that you sent, the short lip and the medium lip. Jeremy, I did actually. It's funny that you sent that because I was just watching Beetlejuice videos, uh, and then you sent that. And it was very appropriate. Um, the uh, the funny thing was, I did look up his sister, and she does like talk just like him. Is odd. Uh, what was I going to ask you, Burns? Uh, trying to become a whisperer too. It's when I get into Tony Robbins mode. Uh, oh, these are yours? They just said pear on it. They didn't say Burns. They said pear. Well, you have them. What do you want on them? Let me pull out some more then. Those had a circuit board lip. This has a Lexan lip. Those are for you. The pears. I don't know what's giveaway. Hello, we can only hope. We can only hope. Oh yeah, those are your baits, Burns. I thought you meant they were to be returned to you painted. uh, yeah, I have to put on my soft voice. How are you guys feeling today? It's good. Today was trash day at my house. They came and they picked up all of our trash. Those are for the campers. Okay, so I can paint these freely, but if anybody has any last requests before I just go do something, I'm all ears. I know Burns is going to say simple shad and simple crawl and simple bluegill, but a carp scale. Quit the ASMR crap. Yeah, I don't know. I need to get. I had this girl that actually cut my hair in Austin, and I was like falling asleep while she was cutting my hair, and I was just like listening to the scissors go, and I was like, you ever do any like ASMR videos, like hair cutting? I was like, you could probably just set up a GoPro in here and like, or some sort of camera with a good mic and cut hair and just post those videos all day and probably not have to cut hair. And she's like, yeah, I do some of those like at home, like when I cut my boyfriend's hair. And I was like, really? And she's like, yeah. She's like, they're pretty popular. I was like, yeah, it is. And I was like, I said, I heard one once I figured out like what this shit was. I like watched a few of them, and the people talking with like spit in their mouth, where it's like, and you can hear like every little saliva gland in their mouth, really makes me want to jump off a bridge. But I don't know how people listen to that shit. I don't know how they do it. Matt Sunburn. Let's see. Satin sunburn, eggshell sunburn, semi-gloss sunburn, anything but gloss sunburn. I have a middle end that I sanded down to degloss it. That I can put on you, John, but I can't guarantee that when it goes into the water, it's not going to be glossy looking again. But I did have a little bit of inspiration of. I probably shouldn't tell you what the inspiration is, but I did have inspiration from something. And it was a TV show. It was actually a movie my daughter was watching. And it inspired me. So I might try and recreate that on a bait. Possibly. It's nothing great, but it kind of it's just I thought it looked cool. And it'll kind of be a perfect example when people ask me where do you get inspiration from. This will just kind of show that and how it like translates into a bait. But I might do. I don't know if these will be. Burns, does the winner get both, or do we get Anthony? It actually was. How creepy is that? How'd you know that? Are you psychic? Do you know what character? If you can name the character, I'm gonna be really impressed. You're creeping me out, dude. Keep the pairs together. So one lucky camper will get both baits. I'm trying to, John. I'm trying to get. I messaged John Pryor today to try and get him on board for next week. That's the plan. We're going to do one next week, but if it's JP, it's JP. I want it to be, but if it's not, I'll try and grab somebody else or go solo. So hopefully John Pryor will be on next week. That's the plan. That is the plan. No, it's not the flounder. Anthony is an alien. Anthony, you are exhibiting extraterrestrial qualities today. You need to go back to your Earthling persona. Bob is on a winning streak, so he'll get he could keep it alive. Get those two. It'll probably be. I'd like for it to be Thursday. Jeremy. Ursula's close. 3 hours of sleep makes you feel extraterrestrial. Yeah, that'll do it. But if you do anything with colors where you have to group colors together, you can watch The Little Mermaid, and there's a lot of awesome color groupings that are kind of unsuspecting, that when you look at like the different shades and how they group colors together, it's really, really well done. But that's the kind of shit I watch when I'm like forced to watch a children's show. Just look at the colors. I'm trying to think anything I've ever won randomly. Randomly won. I won a coloring contest, but that wasn't random. It's because I colored real good. Not watched a bunch of Disney movies on mushrooms. Burns, you said a naughty word? They shouldn't have blocked it. They should have let me approve it. And they didn't even let me approve it. I wonder if I did something. Yeah, random. I don't know that I've ever won anything random. Contests I've won. I think the first thing I ever won was I won a coloring contest at All Star Video in Chickasaw, Alabama, when I was like 6 or 5, and I won a free rental. I think I rented a NES game. Couldn't tell you which one. Probably Ninja Turtles that I still never got like halfway through. Won $1,000 on a scratch ticket and a few $100 winners. I've never bought a scratch off. They seem fun though. When I was in Austin, they had the lottery out there, and every time I was standing in line and I would see these bums walk in and buy their scratch offs, it kind of deterred me. Hell, that's not cool, bro. I thought you were a Wednesday or Friday guy. Now you're taking up the whole damn week. Whenever you so choose. The Last Unicorn. I remember that being dark, or hearing about it and like something being dark about that. Ow. What else did I win? Never won any baked painting competitions, that's for damn sure. It's weird, in Boston they are called scratchies or just scratch ticks, but everywhere else they're called scratch offs. That is odd. Paint better. Yeah, I need to step it up so I can win some dumbass competition. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've won. I feel like I won something big. Oh, well, I had a 1 in 4 chance of winning a Triton bass boat. That was pretty good. But you know what? My fishing partner decided that he was tired and he wanted to go home. So we packed up our shit and we drove from Nashville to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And the guy I fished with that day called me on the way home and he said, "Hey, you were number 187, weren't you?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, hell, you won the damn boat." And I was like, speaking to my good ear, he's like, "You won the damn boat." He's like, "You just weren't here to get it." And I was like, I don't think it was, I don't think I won the boat. But uh, turns out we were drawn uh, for a 1 in 4 chance of winning a. They drew us, and then they drew 3 other people, and then they drew between. I think they would draw from those 4. They would pull out a number and eliminate people until you get to the last one. And I think we had a 1 in 4 chance of winning the boat, but we were gone, so they picked somebody else. Oh well. Yeah, it didn't pay off that day. Hella, it did not pay off. Uh, yeah, I've never won a boat. I think I've only fished for a boat like twice. Um, but I think you gotta pay some hit pretty. They hit you with the taxes pretty quick. Um, Backpack style cooler. Oh, was it what you asked for, AJ? You got Ken Duke on the show tonight? Hello, that would be nice. $25 gift card. Swinghead Forums. You're supposed to buy paint and then post a video. And then you can be a partner. Um, yeah, I like Ken when he gets salty about BASS and all the shit they do wrong. I think that's my favorite. I think that's my favorite Kenism. Yeah, we don't need any dumbass fishing techniques. We just need campfire stories from Ken and Terry. Or if they got any ghost stories. I feel like Do It made a pretty big push initially, and now they've kind of slowed down. I don't know. Maybe it's me. I feel like the whole industry is kind of stale at the moment. Like everybody made their big spring kind of push, and then the brakes just kind of slid off, and now everybody's just kind of coasting. I don't know. I feel like there's as much fishing is left in the rest of the world or in the rest of the country. Like the buzz is kind of dissipated a little bit because like in Hella's land, it hadn't even got going yet. So there's still lots of excitement left, but I feel like the industry as a whole is not reflecting of that, a reflection of that. Yeah, see, you got HelloLand has got nothing but opportunities ahead of them. See, that's so weird, Bob. If I met you and you opened like as soon as you spoke and you like had this heavy Massachusetts accent, that would probably take me off guard. Got to drive 2 hours to fish bass in season. Wow. Get to finally see the promised land of Sturgeon Bay on the 6th. That'll be exciting. Hopefully the wind doesn't blow. We will pray for light variable winds. Yeah, it's kind of like down here. It's just a matter of how much. Unless it's August and it's 19,000 degrees outside, you will never get a puff of breeze. And you will slowly suffocate from the humidity. Or like AJ land over there in the western part of the world. It really blows over there. The wind, that is. I have to put my little day box back together because I made a mess. I made a mess looking for something now. Now nothing fits. Maybe I should make an ASMR video of a man trying to get a crankbait out of 30 other crankbaits in a box. I think my channel sanding. Ooh, that would be another one. Moving split rings. That would almost sound like, what would that sound like? I was wondering if it'd sound like clipping your nails when you have to like break the ring open. No, not much sound there. Probably would be on a bait. We just had a 36-hour period where the wind never dropped below 20. So let me ask you this, AJ. So if you have constant winds that are heavy, are you able to, do you have a superior ability to throw like a weightless Senko in the wind? Or to throw light things in the wind because you've had to adapt to fishing in the wind? So you've just learned to like fish light stuff in the wind? Or are you just like the rest of us that don't do that? Or like, would you come down here and it was like blowing 20 miles an hour and you threw like a weightless Senko and just like smoked everybody's ass in the wind? because they couldn't fish in the wind like you guys could. So then any wind and be just fine, never feeling it. It's interesting. AJ can fire a Shad Rap 100 yards into a 40-mile-an-hour headwind with 20-pound mono on a 5300 Abu. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. That is interesting, though, if you think about how fishermen in different part of the world, I say world, no, I tend to say world when I mean the U.S., how they adapt to natural environmental conditions around them. And, you might have a guy that grows up where it's windy all the time, and he might have a better ability to throw light stuff in heavy wind. Whereas other parts of the world, they just, when it gets windy, they do whatever. Being able to fish with less feel. Interesting, very interesting. Maybe that's where the maybe I guess that's where the sea rig came to fruition. So I said, I can't feel shit. Oh, pretty high, hella, pretty high. I got some new patches coming. Ordered that one because I want to wear this hat and be able to take the sticker off. I don't know. We'll see. See how froggy I'm feeling. I might get so inspired I run out and start painting. Magnetic hat patches. That's pretty clever. I think it's good to have a magnet that close to your brain. Will that do something over the course of years of wearing a magnet on your skull? John, I cannot. I've got the sticker sitting on, I've got the stack of stickers sitting here. And I don't know what the people did. Or I'm guessing it was like their roll of vinyl they used was like it was like the end of the roll. So it was curled up or something. But I've had these things sitting on my desk with 20,000 split rings on top of them, trying to flatten them out. And they still won't flatten out. They're a little better, but I can't complain about them. The people were running a promo on Instagram that was like so dirt cheap. I was like, I don't care how shitty these are. I'll do something with them, and just stick them on stuff. But they're not my favorites at all. But like I said, I think they were like, it was something absurdly stupid. They were like 100 for like $5 or something, or $2. But all right, guys, see you later. Okay. Last week I sacked 21 pounds on a 5/16 ounce finesse jig. Wind was blowing 20 to 25. Could you feel anything, or was that completely just you just move your line and feel something weird? Big little ocean song. I wish you could have kept them all. All right, let's see. I have my little skewers everywhere. I feel like I'm losing them by the minute. What's up, South J? You just feel the fish. Yeah, that's we've got like being so close to the Gulf and like the bay. Like this time of year, it never stops blowing. But you can. It's so weird though because you can get out of it to where you're like in a protected pocket, but it's almost more annoying to be like halfway out of the wind than it is to be in the actual wind because you're supposed to be protected. Uh, and it's not. You're not like it's just like a false sense of protection where you get in there and like it's not white capping, but it's still like annoying wind. I guess it goes from 20 to like 18. Sticker Mules 50 for 29 deal. Yeah, I try and save all those deals on Instagram when I see one, but I don't. And then I have to go back and find them, and then I can't tell if they're in my saved or if I send them to Amy or send them to myself or what. But uh, I used to send them to myself, and that would be how I would find the deals. A Sticker Mule. Do you remember a question for you? I don't. They got 50 for $29 bubble mailers. You can get custom bubble mailers. That's kind of cool. If you sign up with someone, link on Sticker Mule, they give you a $10 credit. How about that? How about that? I usually just, as bad as it sounds, I would typically order all my stickers from 400 Ink. Carrie over at 400 Ink in Dawsonville, Georgia, does an awesome job. But whenever I see these deals on Instagram, because I usually trade out like vinyl work for like I'll paint him Bates and he'll like cut me some stickers or whatever. He did decals for my truck, like just random shit. And when these like sticker deals would pop up, I was like, dude, I can't pass these up because like what I'm paying for this would be probably less than I would have to paint to trade him. So I'd rather just spend the money than have to like work more. But Sticker Mule does make really good stickers. I think they did my first run of the triangle fish. I was trying to find some foam pouches for shipping baits in, like repaints, or just throw the repaint in there, put it together, ship it out, so you don't have to put it in like a whole plastic box. And I messaged like 3 or 4 people on Alibaba that had like the foam pouches. I was like, I need these. And they're like, we don't make that. I was like, yes, you do. It's right here. Like, I literally replied to the picture of a foam pouch. And like half the people said, we don't make those. And their minimum would be like 100. And I'd say, how many do you need? And I'd say 1,000. And they'd say, too few, too little. Like, this listing literally says minimum order 100. What are you talking about? So we'll see. Damn Alibaba giving me the runaround. No, you use really nice boxes, Marty. And it's every time you send a box, I look at it and I'm like, damn, this is a nice box, Burns. Then you send another one, I'm like, damn, what a nice box. I have most of them saved. I have a nice collection of Burns boxes because they're so nice. I usually store things in them. They're good for storage. No, those are very, very nice. I just gave my son a box full of baits, Sunny Bees, McFarland's Mimics, and he chose yours. Kid knows his stuff. Did you ask him why he chose? Why'd you pick that one? Ooh, 2015 Burns. That was a throwback. I have to try and drink more water. Apparently, I'm dehydrated. Don't sell yourself short, Burns. That's what I used to do. AJ, literally, it's not that bad anymore. But back in the day, literally every box that would be sent to me was in a Tackle Warehouse box. But I feel like Tackle Warehouse is still obviously selling tons of shit, but I don't feel like they are the monster they once were. Which I don't order from them anymore. I use their website as a reference, but I would probably be more likely to buy from Omnia. But great question, Burns. Bob's, where did you find a 2015 old stock Burnsy? Omnia uses triangle tubes. Is that better for rod shipment? I can pretty much count on one hand. I was sworn to secrecy. tackle warehouse. They must have gotten away from their cylindrical tubes. Eric, have you been selling Burnsies? Have you been putting Burnsies in boxes? Come clean. It was gifted. Interesting. I had to step away. Anyone talk about ghosts and UFOs? I caught yesterday's replay last night at 2 a.m. and I've seen a legitimate UFO with a fishing partner. What did it look like, Anthony? I think my mom has seen a UFO when she was a kid, she said. I remember her talking about like bright lights and shit. I have to get her to tell that story. I think my mom saw a UFO as a kid. Oh, I did see that. I don't know that it was a UFO. Sorry, Burns. But we were traveling from Birmingham to Mobile, and it was about, I don't know, 11 at night. But in Montgomery, there is an Air Force base. So I'm probably pretty confident this was some sort of large drone training or something. But we were going down the interstate, down 65, and there was my dad was with me. I was driving, and there was a bright light, and then it had some like lights going off to the side, and it like could move in 365 degrees, like 360 degrees, like it could move anywhere, and it was like doing all these weird like movements, and then all of a sudden it went yep, and it was gone. And I looked at my dad and I was like, dude, what the fuck was that? And he's like, I don't know. I was like, airplanes can't move in a circle. And he was like, no. I was like, especially not in that small of a radius. But it was like Burns is saying, it's not what I saw. I was not looking at it going, oh my god, there's little ETs up there in the sky. I was looking at it and thinking, whatever this is is probably military. It is some sort of drone technology, but it's big. But it was definitely owned by the federal government. About 15 years ago, we were traveling to the bait shop at night before an ice fishing tournament over a field. There was a huge black triangle completely opaque in the sunny sky. That's creepy. That's creepy. Very. I don't like black triangles in my sky. Oh. Marty nailed it. After digging around, I found the government has a craft called a TRB. TR-B. TR3B. Let's look this thing up. Sounds like some Star Wars shit. Y'all like Star Wars? Secret anti-gravity star spy plane. Is that real? Hmm. Very interesting. No telling you. What do they say? We're like 25 years behind, or that's like how they like build technology is like 25 years advanced to where we are now. What's really there. Um, I've guarded some strange aircraft that I didn't know existed. Nothing super secret, but stuff I never would have known existed. That's interesting. Uh, I bought these for somebody. I can't remember who. I'm not gonna paint them because then they'll be like, "Hey, you got those 1.5 DDs?" All right. If you want to get off the UFO talk and paranormal talk, we'll talk about fishing lures, I guess. See what's in the. I do have this. I haven't put on the website yet. It's Tomato Shed matte finished hybrid hunter. It's just been sitting here for like 2 months. Should probably get rid of that. When am I going to paint the jointed wake? Good question. AJ, I did. I put them up last week. I don't think I told anybody. That's usually what happens. I'll put stuff up, and then I get sidetracked and like dealing with kids or dealing with being sick or dealing with whatever we're having to do Easter, having to do Billy Strings, having to do celebration parties, having to do all that kind of shit, and life gets in the way, and I don't get to tell anybody anything. So they've eventually sold. I think I've got one set left. Last I checked. Jeremy, you have Academy? Keep checking Academy because they usually blow them out pretty cheap. Every one I've bought's been like $4. I guarded an aircraft called the Guppy, the weirdest thing I've ever seen. A NASA blimp. Like, that thing looks so dumb. Huh. Let's look it up. Oh wow, that thing is stupid looking. This thing? Oh, you can't probably see it that well. That stupid looking thing. It does look like a guppy. Wow, that's weird. NASA's Super Guppy delivers rocket tests. The Super Guppy is the original super transporter. Wow. Yeah, that thing is odd. Very odd. Why the Super Guppy is such a badass plane. I'll have to check that out later. Dude, that thing's got to be massive. I couldn't imagine. Like they're opening this thing up, and it's got like multiple full-size jets in it. It's scary to believe what's really out there. Uh, Jeremy, the hybrid hunter is a very interesting bait. Because listening to Todd talk about it, it's very user specific. Like, and it's very bite specific, and it's very if you know, you know, kind of bait. And it's odd to me because I don't feel like it's one of those baits that like your average guy just goes out and throws around and has great luck with. Uh, like there's a whole mystery behind kind of how you use it and when and where and what type of fish you target. And I don't know, it's a very odd bait. Uh, and I know Strike King sold a bunch of them. Thanks to Todd. But I don't know how. I'd like to know the percentage of people that have bought, just like average Joes have heard about the lore of the Bubba. They probably never heard that. They probably don't even know the Bubba existed, but they got the hybrid hunter just hearing rumors that it was real good and just threw it and never caught shit on it. I would think there's a very large population of people that have that have gotten that bait and really didn't know what to do with it. Grass flats from 10 foot to nothing. But the oh yeah, the hybrid hunter is a Bubba. It's made by Strike Pro for Strike King, so they did that the right way. Um, uh, they did that the right way. That is not uh, that is not Strike King's attempt at making a Strike Pro Bubba. Strike Pro makes them. Um, so you get the same, you get a Bubba, but which really dicked up the probably the Bubba market. Yeah, the new Vixens, I think, fit the bill. Second generation, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not a Vixen connoisseur. Um, I might step on some toes. Unpopular opinion, but when people talk about the rattle of a Vixen, they're like, Vixen rattle. It's the same as a Super Spook. The rattle chambers are cut exactly the same. Like, to me, they sound identical. They might not, like, if you put them on some sort of uh, sound machinery equipment to like gauge the pitch and all that kind of shit, it might be a little different. But for for my kind of work, it's close enough. Um, so, and if you look at the rattle chamber, they're cut the same, which is what makes it sound the way it does. I've had more pros order Super Spooks than any other bait. Super Spook is consistent, readily available, cheap, catches them. It's hard to argue a Super Spook. Hard to argue. Not as sexy as a Vixen, um, but close enough for me. They probably walk a little different. I've never done a comparison. But I know guys swear by their Vixens. Yeah, when you're in a bind, you can't run into Walmart and pick you up a Burns. I just want a Bowers Mojo top water. Was that thing that I saw that I commented on about how it walked? It had some weird curvatures to it. It looked like that's one thing you surprisingly don't see as much in the like oddity handmade world is you don't see you don't see as many like weird topwater variants pop up as much as you do like crankbaits. Uh, and I think that's kind of surprising. I guess everybody needs another. We got to do another run of topwaters, Burns. The 3-hook Dreamwalker will indeed be a dream. The Tsunami walking bait from Japan is badass, like a small ABS lunker punker. It's interesting. A silent Super Spook. I don't know that I've ever received a silent Super Spook. Dude, Super Spooks here in this office are like 5/8 ounce spinner baits, 3/4 ounce spinner baits. You just open a box and there's like Super Spooks in it. I've got so many damn Super Spooks stuck around in boxes that I don't even know where they are. They're everywhere. I don't know, Bob. You could probably get away with using something different. What's that big South Jersey? What's that big? Was it like the Amazon? What's that big? What's that big walking bait called? Tell Uncle Frank I need the big ones. Buy one get two free. There are 4 top water prototypes. Uh-oh. Mega Dog, maybe. It's pretty large, isn't it? What's that other one? There's one that looks like a big Sammy. I painted it. It's old, way old. Um, Evergreen Amazon is one. But there was one that a dude sent me from California. Like, I think it was the first big bait I ever painted. And it wasn't a Sammy though. It was a different brand. I can show you the picture on Instagram. I don't even know if I can go back that far. But it was pretty much like the first big bait I ever painted. But it was like a giant Sammy that was probably the size of a lunker punker. Like it was like an 8 or 9 inch topwater. It was huge. And the dude sent it to me, and I like looked at it. And I was like, dude, I've been painting like little bitty crankbaits up into this point. What do you want me to do with this? But I think I painted it like a trout. See if I can go back that far. I wish Instagram would let you like skip. It was like a knockoff brand. I want to feel like it was like an oddity. Maybe it was like made in like Taiwan or something. I don't remember what it was. I'll have to ask Ali what it was. So I remember him telling me. He kept telling me what it was, and I always forget. Um, I'll show it to y'all. I might be able to recognize it if I can find it. It's literally from like 2013 or something. Let's see here. Still scrolling. Still scrolling. Still scrolling. I never liked the Spook Junior. I know people swear by the Spook Junior, but I never was a fan of the Spook Junior. I just didn't like the size of it. All right. It's got to be somewhere in here. That's not it. Here it is. Seducer. Does that ring a bell? It's called a Seducer. And that's like a normal, like Sammy style bait beside it. It was huge. Let's see who made that. Let's see if I can look it up. Seducer topwater. Here they are. Swim Underground has some. All right. It's made by Muskie Innovations. It's called a 9-inch Seducer. There you go, guys. If you want a plastic walking bait that's gigantic, look up the Muskie Innovations Seducer. That's my nickname in college. Muskie Seducer. They're pretty high though. They're $50. Made in Cleveland, Wisconsin. Made in China, but sold by a company out of Wisconsin. The only thing I don't like about it is it's a giant bait, but it's only got 2 hooks. I'd rather have 3. Nine-inch seducer. How about that? You bros didn't know that one? Yeah, it's. I think it's marketed as a musky bait, AJ. It is called. It is made by Musky Innovations. But that is a. That is a 9-inch. That is a 9-inch Sammy, basically. AJ, anytime I've ever seen a guy land a muskie, they always have those big nets, and they always do like the hook work in the net, and then they pull it out and go. I'd be terrified to take the hook out of a muskie, dude. I wouldn't want to dick with those things. I would not want to dick with those things. I'd like to talk to a muskie guy and see how many pesky bass they catch muskie fishing. Like how many 6-7 pound bass they catch dicking around trying to catch a muskie. Like I would think some of that stuff would work, like big inlines and shit like that. Hell, have you ever fished for muskie? That would be Pete Mena. Is he still around? He was the muskie guru when I was coming up. Big flowing hair, wild muskie guy. Wasn't that his name? Yeah, I don't like teeth either. Probably hello. I got this whole jug of water to finish. Crazy Pete is still around. Has he still got his flowing locks, or is he all his hair fall out? Is he on the gram? Pete Mena, pro all species angler specializing in toothy critters, TV host. It looks like he's still got his flow. Maybe. Let's see. Oh yeah. Still crazy Pete. What's he doing catching crappie, dude? I think they call it choppers in the musky world whopper ploppers. What's he ran about? What has Crazy Pete got to rant about? The resources, the fishermen, the game, the fact that he's wearing a Livingston shirt and hat. That's probably why he's angry. He's having to wear Livingston shit. I'd be ranting too. Looks like he's got him a nice little Amsoil sponsorship. That'd be nice. They make good products. Damn, Pete's looking old, man. Pete ain't no spring chicken anymore. You know what's crazy though is I'm looking through all of Pete's pictures, and none of his pictures, all of his pictures are like that are recent, are like panfish, crappie, bluegill, maybe a walleye mixed in. But all of his musky pictures are like when he was real young. Like they're all throwback. I haven't seen any like recent looking musky pictures. Maybe it's because it's wintertime and he's been can't fish for muskie. Everything must about when politics get into fishing, yeah. Uh, yeah, Dahlberg was if you watch Dahlberg make a bait, you would never think he could make anything like swim right. Because he would just like throw some shit in a damn squirt some shit in this, squirt some shit in that, like make a little mold, shitty looking mold, like squirt some more shit in it, pour it in, like pop it out, and it's like it acts perfect. I always liked it when Dahlberg went like to South America, or like he went, you know, he'd go down there with his baits and catch like peacocks and stuff and all those toothy fish down in the Amazon. He knew what he was doing, and how based on how messy his shop was. Yeah, he was. Dahlberg knows his shit. That is for damn certain. But it was amazing what he could make, just like throwing shit against the wall. But I used to enjoy Dahlberg show. Where's he at? Is he on the gram? Larry Dahlberg. Oh, spelled it wrong. Sag Dahlberg. Dude, Larry Dahlberg only has 2,000 followers. How sad is that? Like such a legendary angler. Nobody gives a shit about on social media. And you got so many other goobers that have like hundreds of thousands that have zero credentials. And this guy is like a walking bait building, record setting, just fish guru of any species, traveled the world and done it. Big Smalley on the Whopper Plopper. Dahlberg. Yeah, he's got a bunch of muskies in his thread. Lots of muskie action. He posted the same smallmouth about 14 times. Well, that's the, let's see. Let me count how many times he's posted this smallmouth picture. 1, 2, 3, 3. It's like he posted it September, and then he posted it, and every year he posted on his anniversary. He posted it in April 2021 and September 2021, and then 6 years ago today. Okay, so it was the anniversary. I think it hurt him pretty bad when his Costa Rica buddy died. Probably. That would get anybody down. All right, hour 16 in. I'm gonna go. I might paint these baits. We'll see. If I'm not feeling very creatively juicy, I'll just come in here and clean up this damn nasty ass office. But anyway, that'll be good. Thanks for sticking around. It's been a crummy day. Again, I'm trying to pick up the steam. Hopefully, you'll be feeling better as we go on. You'll be good. Hopefully get to fish, Bob. If not, welcome to the rest of our lives. But y'all be good. See you.